Hi, my name is Donna Mossholder, and this is my Module 3 discussion, Collection Development Policies. Why have collection development policies? One is for guidance and decision making. Two is consistency and fairness to ensure equitable student access. And three is to protect intellectual freedom. So, reason number one, guidance and decision making. So, collection policies provide clear guidelines for selecting materials based on educational, cultural, and community needs. It helps to outline criteria for selecting materials. It helps librarians make informed, objective choices. It supports alignment with curriculum and educational goals. It helps to minimize personal bias or extreme pressure. Again, we're talking about the self censorship, and then ensures resources are appropriate for students' age and developmental levels. So, reason number two is consistency and fairness to ensure equitable student access. So, this will ensure all selections align with the library's mission and that all books are evaluated with the exact same criteria. It promotes equal access to diverse materials for all students. It prevents favoritism by establishing a uniform selection process. Again, kind of keeping that self censorship in check. It ensures the collection represents a variety of interests and perspectives. It guarantees that every student has access to resources that support their academic and personal growth. And then, most importantly, it really supports that inclusivity by offering materials for diverse cultures and social backgrounds. So, reason number three, I think most important, is protect intellectual freedom. When policies have been adopted, are consistent with local, state, and federal laws, as well as ALA standards, they will be enforceable. So, obviously, this is hugely important when it comes to book challenges, etc. It defends against censorship and undue influence, ensures access to a broad range of viewpoints and ideas, fosters critical thinking by offering diverse perspectives. It protects students' right to explore and learn freely, and it upholds the principles of academic freedom and free inquiry. Okay, the article I chose is called What the Shelves Aren't Saying, an exploration of self censorship in high school libraries. Basically, there was a study conducted to find areas of self censorship in school libraries. Obviously, they found that book censorship has experienced significant increase in the last 10 years. And then the hot topics that are being censored now are, person of color books and LGBTQIA plus books, trans books, etc. Um, and that these factors have heightened self censorship of librarians. There's some subsections of librarians that were more likely to self censor. So, between the ages of 60 to 69, no formal degree, more common in middle and elementary schools, fewer than 15 years of experience, etc. And that the problem with self censorship is basically it limits access to diverse perspectives, restricting students' ability to explore new ideas and viewpoints. Um, and it's important to be aware of this because libraries should always foster critical thinking and promote intellectual freedom. And so, if we're self censoring, then we're not doing those things and adhering to ALA guidelines and uh, really First Amendment guidelines. And then, what did I learn from the article that I found important? That almost half of librarians have experienced a book challenge. So, that's a pretty big number. And even at larger campuses where there were less self censorship, some topical books were still scant, including books about transgender communities. And then I love the quote, bias denies students access to the windows, mirrors, and sliding doors of the human experience. So I really love this quote. I feel it says a lot in a very concise way. And I feel like that's why it's really, really important to understand self censorship and bias when um, culling your library collection. Okay, the article, Children's Collection Development, Good Books or Books Kids Like. What did I learn? I loved what they talked about, that basically there are kind of no bad books as long as kids are, invested and reading. But it did could go over what is good quality, which is evocative narration, well developed themes, effective plots, plausible characterization and effective read aloud qualities. So I think this is a really good summary of kind of what to look out for. And then how will this impact collection choices? So I feel like one of the biggest things I learned from this article is just really get a pulse on what kids are reading. So do things like conduct student surveys on what kind of books they like, assess what books are most frequently checked out, read reviews even on Amazon to see what kids and parents' reactions are to books, and get students and parents involved at the library and have them take ownership. So I think this is really important to really assess, what the kids like, what they're reading, and how that will shape our collection development. And here's a list of my references.